how to embed a form that you've made in TekMatix in an external web page. Now, there's two different ways of embedding a form into a page. One is that you can have a button on a page that has any kind of call to action. It could be get a quote, sign up now, opt in, get the free thing, you get the point. And that button will then redirect to the form. Or you can actually embed the form visually exactly as you've made it inside TekMatix into the web page that you're working with. So I'm going to show you an example of both ways using an external web page. So in the example I'm going to use here, I have my website for my services page where I help people create their online courses, do their curriculum planning, plan out their business model, create their marketing and launch plan for them for their courses. One thing people can do with me is they can book a call. The other thing I do is done for you course creation services where I create your course outline and everything that you're going to teach for you. So I want to add in somewhere on this page that button to get a quote from me. So let's pretend I want to add maybe a button here to get a quote. When they click on that get a quote button, I want them to be taken to this particular form. So the first thing we can do is create the form inside TekMatix. I do have another video on how to do that, but as a short summary, you go to sites and courses, click on forms, go to form builder, create a new form, and you basically over here drag and drop over the standard fields that you want to have, or go to custom fields and create a custom field to create your own kind of fields that don't exist in the standard list over here. Boom, that will give you your basic form. You're then going to click on integrate form, and this is where you can choose what kind of form you want to create. But the only two things we need to worry about is either the link. This is the link that we would put in a button that's going to send them to this form. Or if we want this form to show up exactly as it is in the page, we would copy the embed code. Now, I'm personally going to just have a button that takes them over, but I am going to show you how to do both ways. So I've copied this form link, and just to make sure I don't lose it, I'm going to go and paste it in a separate page tab over here, just so that I have it for later on if I need to. I do have very slow internet, so let's see how we go. So I'm in my WordPress website. This particular page was built years ago, and I have too many pages to recreate everything in TekMatix. It's only new stuff that I'm adding to my TekMatix account because it's just too much for me. I'm going to go to pages, and I'm just going to go and find that services page, if you just bear with me. Alrighty, so this has opened up my page for me in the page editor version. So I can scroll basically to anywhere in the page that I want to edit to have done for you services. So I'm going to add in a section here. So first of all, I'm going to go to rows. I'm going to add in one column here. And I'm also going to add in modules. Let's add in a heading. Drop that in here. Very, very slow internet, so we're just going to let this keep up. Hotspotting off my phone right now. It's going slow. Oh, there she is. Where's she gone? Oh, it's trying. Finally loaded. Right, so I'm just going to add in my content, style, font. This one, change the size. It'd be good if I could see it. Color, let's just make sure that the reason we can't see that is because we haven't chosen one, or it's probably just the internet being slow. Style, this one, go to weight. I'm going to make mine bold. At the moment, can't see it, but it will come. Now we're going to add a little bit of text underneath the heading, wherever it's gone. So for our first example, we're going to pull over a button that redirects to our form that we want them to be sent to. So we're going to pull over a button module, and regardless of what page builder you're using, this principle basically applies exactly the same. So what do you want the button to say on it? At the moment it says click here. We want to change that to, I don't know, get a quote, for instance. And what we're going to do now, I'm actually going to change my design on this a little bit. All right, I've just edited my little button here. What we're going to do now is what we want to happen when somebody clicks on this button. We want to take them to a link, and then we're going to have to paste the link in there. So I'm just going to go back to my form. I'm going to grab that link. It doesn't need to be a pretty link because it's a button that's taking them there. So we're going to go back to my website and paste that link there, open in a new window and press save. Now, as soon as somebody clicks on that button, that will take them to that page. Brilliant. Now, what if you want that whole entire form to quite literally show up inside the page itself? You're going to go back to your TekMatix account, click on your form, go to the integrate form button, and this time I'm going to go copy embed code. You're going to go to your page builder, whichever one it is that you're using, and you're going to go over to modules. You're going to click a HTML or code module, depending what platform you're using. Pull over that HTML or code box, and something like this will pop up. Simply press paste. You'll have the HTML there, press save, and it will then load the entire form inside your page. Now, my internet's very slow. For you, this will probably be instantaneous. I'm just going off of a phone at the minute. I'm going to press done. I'm going to hit publish, and we should be able to see the changes. I'm going to give it a minute to load. Right, it has now loaded. Let's just double check. I'm going to scroll down to the page. So there we go. If I press, first of all, you can see that code, that embed code, has actually placed the entire form there on the page, which is great. They can just fill it in on the page and get their quote sent to them. If they choose to press the get a quote button, that should open up the form directly as well. Come on, internet. Ta-da! Excellent. So there you go. That is how you create a form inside TekMatix, where you can create a link to or an embed of that form from any internal or external web page or funnel using TekMatix. Happy teching!